Today's episode is about nostalgia. In October 15th in the UK, they released a new £1 coin. I haven't used cash in some time, so I haven't seen it yet. This is just chocolate. Whenever I do voice recording work, planes always fly over my house. Damn f***ing planes. So as we get older, we all experience nostalgia at least one point in our lives. For me, nostalgia is a great feeling. It's taking that trip down memory lane. Pretty much the only way of time travel. And people experience it through many different ways. It can be activated from watching a film you grew up with, a TV show, visiting an old place, or maybe food or even smells. Whatever it is, we all have that something that takes us back to a simpler time. So today I'm heading back down to Guildford. My intention is to relive a bit of nostalgia in my hometown. But also I'm going to grab a few more magazines from my friend's parents' house. They've still got the magazines that we used to read as a kid, and I can't let them throw them away. So what I've got to do now is look through all of these, because back in Guildford they do have a lot of duplicates. I'm limited to space, so I don't want to get the same ones. This may take a while. That's a lot of magazines. Maybe you recognise some of these magazines, maybe not, but either way, it might have triggered a bit of nostalgia in somebody. Okay, so I've left the house and I'm heading down to the train station to catch the train to Guildford. However, I've heard there's delays. Now, if there's delays, that could mean a bus journey. I don't want that. So I thought of starting this little nostalgic adventure with a trip to the Riverway. The Riverway connects onto the Thames. I used to spend loads of time down here. Let's go and have a look. That would always scare me. I always thought it would burst open or something. Never did. Oh look, ducks! So I've been coming to this place for 34 years and I've never seen it from the sky. You know the deal. Could be a bit dodgy. That footage is probably going to be terrible. I was way too scared about flying over the lake. Oh, this is interesting. So as I said before, he used to be able to rent boats around here. My granddad would take us out on the river and it'd take us next to this thing and it would always scare the crap out of me. The boat would start getting pulled towards that. It was completely safe, but it scared the crap out of me. I remember when I was about 4 or 5 years old, I was obsessed with Thomas the Tank Engine. And for some reason I liked Gordon. Here's a picture of Gordon. And I had this like metal toy of Gordon. And I was walking down past the river with my parents and these kids took it and threw it in the river. As you can understand, I was mortified by this. But it's just interesting to know that that thing was made of metal. There's a good chance it's still in there, untouched from 1987. Perhaps I should go in there. Nah. So I'm going to go back because this goes all the way to the Thames. I don't want to accidentally walk home. In Guildford, if you've seen previous vlogs, I have a very special place I like to go to every time I visit. Man, the hills here are super, super steep. I don't know if you can tell this, but it's pretty steep. But the views up here are amazing. By the way, I'm going to be changing between the GoPro and this guy just because I need to save battery, because there's a lot of things I need to see today. So the quality may change as the day goes on. Guildford has a ton of these little alleyways. We used to call them Nicky ways. That's what Mum called them anyway. But yeah, find a path like this in Guildford, it's called a Nicky way. So I'm back in my favourite place again. I must have been up here 100 times. And I think I'd be sick of it by now, but I'm not. I'm trying to figure out what it is about this place that makes it so special to me. And I think I can just put it down to all the happy memories I had of coming up here as a child. My school was just down there, so we'd often come up to pay visits to this place as well. I even took my wife up here the day I proposed. The idea of that was to try and make this a special place for her too. So as it was a really wet, horrible, nasty day last time we came here, I'm thinking how about we go to St Catherine's and get some better drone footage than we did last time. Sound good? Sound good. Oh wow. This here is a sandpit I used to play on as a kid, and we used to roll down them. I haven't rolled down this in 30 years, and that's about to change. I haven't done that in a long time. I think a car just stopped to see if I was alright. I'm such an idiot. And we're here. It's amazing up here. Footage was okay. I don't think it was much different than the last time, to be fair. But yeah, let's go back into Guildford now, I think. I'm gonna go around my old friend Ben's house to pick up some magazines now. I was meant to be there about an hour ago. Sorry. Hi, John. Right, so I'm now back at Ben's old house. Let's look at some magazines. I'm going to take 7 Superplay magazines. I love the front cover of this one. I might take this one as well. It's really thin, so it might fit in my cabinet. This is a weird one. Gamer Pro. What issue is that? Issue number 1. See you later. Right, so now I got quite a lot of magazines. Last thing on the list to do is to go to Stoke Park. It's not far from here. I cannot believe how quickly the day's gone. I was up at 6 in the morning and I left the house about 10 o'clock, got down to Guildford, went for a walk, and now it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I have no idea where the time went. Here we go, Stoke Park. So Stoke Park is a massive green open space that was right by the house we used to live in. Oh, the sun's starting to go down now. I really want to get to this spot before it starts to get dark. I haven't got a lot of time. Oh, there's a target on the floor. Let's fly from the target. Okay, it's getting even darker now. Let's fly this drone and go home. Time to go home. A week before Christmas, I'm walking to Brighton. It's 57 miles, 83.5 kilometres, and about 17.5 hours walking time. Now, the burning question is, why? Well, last year I walked to Guildford, my hometown and place of nostalgia, and once again I'm doing it for Shooting Stars Chase. Shooting Stars Chase is a hospice for babies, children and young people with life-limiting conditions. Life-limiting conditions. The aim of today was to visit my hometown to try and bring back some old memories. And in the process, to try and get you thinking too of how great growing up in the 80s and 90s was. From my short time on YouTube, I found out I'm not the only one that likes to look back upon my past and smile. Unfortunately, for children in care, nostalgia is something that's not going to play a huge part in their lives. And for a child to have a life-limiting condition over Christmas is just something I cannot accept. But with your donations to my charity, you can help make a positive difference to a child's life and bring a bit of joy over the festive period along with supporting their families. It takes £10 million a year to keep the level of care maintained, with only 10% being supplied by the government. So the remaining amount has to be supplied by donators like you. If you would like to support me, I'll leave a link here and also in the description. The walk to Brighton is on the 16th of December. I can honestly say I'm a bit nervous, but what I can definitely say is I won't let you down. So thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for listening, and even though it's November, Merry Christmas.